Going to review for our moon phase test that we are going to take tomorrow. You're going to watch this video, and with this video I'm going to go over the 7 most missed questions from the test review that we did a couple of days ago. You'll want to split your screen with this video and the assignment that is in the same folder so that you can answer these questions as we move through the video, and then you will answer the remaining questions that are left. If you have questions, there are videos that are in the help folder that are there to help you answer these questions. When you're finished, if you finish before the bell rings, I want you to continue to study for your test. You can go into Boom Cards, or you can work in the Help Center folder and play games that are there. Okay, so our first question says, from new moon to full moon, what are we going to see? So when we look at our moon phases, we have a new moon, then we have our waxing crescent, and then the light grows a little bit more, and we have our first quarter, and then it grows a little bit more with a waxing gibbous, and then we have our full moon. So if I'm going from new moon to full moon, I should notice that on the right hand side the light is growing just a little bit. So there should be an increasing amount of the lighted side of the moon as we are moving through those phases. If we are going from full moon to new moon, we should notice that there is a decreasing amount of light on the moon. So this particular question is increasing. Okay, what moon phase occurs approximately 1 week before a waxing gibbous? So this is looking at that model where we have the sun, the earth, we have our new moon, we go counterclockwise, first quarter, full moon, third quarter. But this particular one is asking about a waxing gibbous. So we know that our waxing gibbous is going to be right here, and it wants to know 1 week before. So we know that each of these main moon phases is 1 week, and so it would make sense that from here to right here would also be 1 week, and that is going to be a waxing crescent. Okay, so this one says label position C, G, and F. So first we're going to put the sun in the correct place, and I know that the sun is here because the new moon always goes between the sun and the earth, and then we go counterclockwise. So I'm going to label my moon phases. I have the new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent. So position C is going to be the new moon. So this one right here does not work, but this one does say new moon. Position G is going to be a full moon, so that checks on both of those. And then position F is a waning gibbous. So it is going to be this first one because this is a waning gibbous and not a waxing gibbous. Okay, our next one says when the visible part of the moon is increasing, we know that that is going to be our waxing phases. When we look at our moon phases again, we have new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon. So in each of these, the light is growing just a little bit more, so the visible part of the moon is increasing. Those are going to be our waxing phases. When it is decreasing, so full moon, waning gibbous, third quarter, waning crescent, now you'll see that the light is decreasing from the right hand side. That would be waning, but increasing right here is going to be waxing. Okay, our next question says, which moon phase comes before and after the moon phase shown? So on this particular question, we would use our moon phases that we already have drawn. So I'll go ahead and draw those again. We have our new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon. Now it's going to start decreasing from the right hand side. Waning gibbous, first quarter, and then waning crescent. And so we're going to use our moon phases to look at these models that it gives us, and we see that we have a full moon. And if I want to know what comes before that, I look right here, and that is a waxing gibbous. If I want to know what comes after it, I can look right below it, and that is a waning gibbous. Also notice this is why we draw the pictures, because it gives us a picture of those two moon phases. So this would be my waxing gibbous, and then this one right here would be my waning gibbous, and I can see that that matches up right over here. So the correct answer is going to be this one. Our next question. So this one says, at which position is the number of daylight hours the least in the northern hemisphere? So we're looking for the least number of hours. So we know that that is going to be our winter solstice. We're always going to label summer in the northern hemisphere first. We look at tilt, so we know this is summer. We are going to go counterclockwise. So we have fall, winter, and then spring. So we just said that winter is going to be the shortest hours of the entire year, that winter solstice. And the reason it is the shortest is because we are tilted away from the sun. So we are getting indirect energy from the sun. And so it won't be as much as when we're tilted towards. Okay, our next question says, on February 1st, we see a new moon, and it wants to know what moon phase I would likely see a full month later. So guys, we look at our model that we've drawn. We have the sun, the earth. New moon always goes between the sun and the earth. We go counterclockwise, first quarter, full moon, third quarter, and I know that each of those is going to be 1 week. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I'm looking from February 1st to March 1st, that is a full month. That is 4 weeks. So if I saw a new moon on February 1st, I would still see a new moon on March 1st. Okay, so these are the 7 questions that we are going to go over together. Now I would like for you to complete the rest of the questions on your own. Remember, if you need help, there are videos in the help folder, and there are also notes in the help folder that can help you answer these questions. Once you have completed this, you do need to submit it before the bell. You will work in Boom Cards to continue to study for your test that we're taking tomorrow, or you can go into the help folder and you can play the games that are there. If you have any questions, send me a message in Schoology.